Yo, what's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? Let's see. We should be live now. Things should be up and running. Let's get some music on here. Silent stream for a second there. Right now, we're on the main servers. I'm about to jump over, though, to the test server. And let's see. Test server icon. Boom. Let's get some chats up here as well. Good old chat stuff. What's going on, Kumo? How are you doing, dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here as always. Let's do one live arena fight for good luck. Herbaeus, Gizmac. Nell's not going to be used. Gizmac number 2 or number 1. Finally, a stream again. Yes, sir. Nova's like, here, dude. I'm here. I am here, man. I typically stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays, my typical stream times. Except for when the internet goes down. When the internet goes down, it's a little bit of a different stream time. Let's do one live arena fight. Just to kick things off real quick. See how this goes. What's going on, Lythan? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to vote on a victory here. But we're going to jump over and test the brand new Broken Champions. I've been seeing a lot of talk about this new Sabriel person. Sabriel. However you say her name. Let me post this on Discord as well real quick, guys. Everyone. Live now, play testing some of the new champs on the test server. Okay, what are we gonna go here? Let's go for the old Gizmac. I ain't scared of anything here. Nothing am I scared of here. Sure, let's get rid of the Predator, I guess. Mythic's insane. Just test it already. What do you mean? I hear the Mythic is insane. What do you mean? Just test it already? Patience. Oh, you mean? Or I don't know what you're saying. Let's see. Can we strip anything from anybody? No, not really. Try number 2. Still nothing. And get wrecked. Gumbo, what's going on? War Daddy, what's up? What's up, man? Welcome. Nice with the turn boost there. What's he going to do? He's going to switch forms. Not going to be able to do a whole lot from that form, though. He can do his A2, AoE, boom. Hurt me a little bit, but okay. Hurt me a little bit more than a little bit, I guess. All right. Let's go ahead and do this buff up action. We'll do the old form swap action. Unfortunately, do not have any debuffs for him, but maybe I can kill the Lazarius and get an extra turn and do some other cool stuff. But let's start with taking one turn first, I guess. There we go. Drop that nice. Crazy fast. Wow. Okay, so he can't target my Theodosia and won't kill Hilvi either. So we should be in a decent spot here. Hope you guys' CVCs are going well. And then we res them all. There we go. Let's go for this. Copy. What's going on, Gendry? How you doing? Oh, we didn't get it. Did not work. Okay, a little bit of decreased speed stuff. It's a bit unfortunate that we got that because how's pack break grind? It's going good. We're on pack break right now, obviously, because you can see the name up there. But it's going well. Oh, another fear. Dang, that sucks. But it will be given away. I think the giveaway's gonna. Well, I got a video coming out later today talking about a little bit about the giveaway stuff. It'll probably be next Friday the 17th. But more information to come on that, so no worries. about how it's actually going to be working and everything. Sand Snake, welcome, welcome. Krill, welcome, welcome. Okay, boom, let's go. Oh no, we didn't do it. Oh man, let's go ahead and get a cleanse here. Some stone skin up as well. Is new series starting this week? No, it'd be starting next week. So this week, this Friday, I'm going to be taking part in a content creator live arena tournament, I believe. So I don't think it's a very good day to start a tournament or start a new series. So I'll be starting the series next Friday, I think. Maybe sooner. I don't know. I think Friday's a good day to do giveaways and stuff, but I'd be decently ready even Monday. So we'll see. Don't lose to a guy named that. Yeah, I can't lose to him, Jack. Yo, Panda with the sub. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're gonna, yeah, YOLO. Maybe I get the res, maybe I don't. It's okay. Pick up the unkillable with the res. Very, very nice. Oh, we got. Let's see. What's he gonna do? What's he got in store for me? Okay, a little bit of that stuff. We're gonna go for some. They have no way to get rid of my stone skin anyway, so I guess we're really decent no matter what. We'll go ahead and drop her mercurial stack, but it gets replaced very quickly, unfortunately. Can I kill? I can kill nobody here. Okay, very, very cool. I guess we just go ahead and load him up with some pain link. So then if he's starting to hit me, then he'll get killed himself. Is it true that Plarium choked Apptoid? No, I don't. Chalked it. I don't know if it was Plarium or if it was just Apptoid themselves. I think it was just Apptoid themselves. That's what I've heard, but I don't know for sure. So I guess we're kind of just ruined here. Dang it. He got me. He got me. GG's, dude. I should have not used... Well, I mean, Hilvy's res wouldn't have even mattered there. But yes, Apptoid is, in fact, going to be gone. The cash back, the points just don't work anymore. There we go. Well, got wrecked. Nub said that Plarium said he was absolutely not allowed to partner with Apptoid. Nub said that Plarium said he was absolutely not allowed to partner with Apptoid. What? Well, partnering with them is different than having the affiliate code with them. Apparently, Plarium was telling CCs not to mention or recommend Apptoid. What? When was this? And why? This will be the last fight. I'm going to go to the test server in just a moment. Yeah, he wasn't allowed to have anything to do with them? Wasn't allowed. What does that mean? How's that? What is that? Where did he say that? Because I would like to see a little bit more about that. Because he doesn't have any, I don't think, unless I assume he doesn't have any contract with Plarium. I mean, content creators were not paid anything different. He mentioned it in his stream today. Huh. Interesting. So it sounds like Plarium pushed back. I wonder where Plarium has said this stuff at. Probably the CC program. I'm part of the CC program. Now, Apptoid is not allowed to sponsor raid creators. That is true. So now there's nothing content creators can do with Apptoid now. Like there's literally nothing they can do. But Apptoid has a contract with Plarium where they're not allowed to apparently sponsor creators or work on like an affiliate basis like that. But we can use their creator codes. He would have been removed. There's all kinds. Well, I promote Apptoid. I'm part of the CC program, the same one he is, and a lot of the other content creators are also promoting. Well, Cruisin promotes Apptoid as well. So I don't know. It's interesting to know. I didn't know that. I don't know what exactly they would have said or what the issue was, but I mean now there's nothing to do with them. Now there's, I mean, just making the purchases through Apptoid. Not much else you can do there. But that's interesting though. Anyways. I'm curious what they were saying he couldn't do though. You could ask him sometime. Yeah, I might have to. Because I am curious, because I hadn't had anything messaged to me about not working with Apptoid. But I'd be interested in seeing now that the whole Apptoid situation has unfolded. Very interesting. Huh. Anyway, he said it's the Apptoid Go because they want Pack Break to continue to push out more series like that. Well, I can do. I think I'm gonna do another series, but it's not gonna be Pack Break level spinning. Instead, it'll be about $300 a month. I think $300 a month is still a very, very high spin, or pretty high spin account. Obviously, it's not anything near Pack Break's level of spin, but the hunting of the heck are you talking about? Okay, I'm dead here. I was not wanting my Predator to get just dropped completely, so that's why I didn't do anything to the Embries, but maybe I should have. All right. There we go. Let's jump over to the test server and see what we can do over here. Oh, 1K Primal Bayard. Well, most of them want to just experience the end game and are probably not so much worried about YouTube content creation. And they just want to push their accounts because when you play two accounts, you definitely take a bit of a hit on your main account, potentially, depending on how good you are at multitasking. But a series like that is really for YouTube content. I mean, it's fun to restart, and it's good for the YouTube content, but it's probably not fun for people who really like the in-game stuff. It's boring starting from scrap. I wouldn't say so. I think maybe it's boring for some people. I had a lot of fun doing it. This fusion, not a fragment zone, right? No, it's a mixed fusion, so we will get a token for it. All right, guys, let's see what new champions are. Let's get a notepad out. What we'll do here is I want to list out what champions and what order I'm going to do them in. So the new champs are Sabriel, Bayard, Kosk, Nasen, Fimo, and I think that's all right. No, there's an epic as well. Thisbe. All right, so we got Thisbe. We got Fimo, Nasen, Bayard, Kosk, Sabriel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 champs. 6 champs to test here. Shouldn't be too bad. Hey, give me that token. You would need it for more token for Wixwell for sure, Because the YouTube chat overlay. Wait, what's going on? So we get token. Wow. What's wrong with the YouTube chat overlay? Look at the mythical first. She's the most OP though, right? Moon mythical is good. I hear that she's OP, like first designs. We're not gonna look at the designs individually. We could, but I think they've already been shown. They're gonna ask, but please do the most busted Sabriel build possible, regardless of how unreachable gear is. Okay. All right, so we can get her nerfed. Usually have a Twitch overlay, right? That overlay up there is Twitch and YouTube chat. Is that what you're asking? No more Apptoid cash back because they just. Well, no, there's still Apptoid cash back, right? There should still be that, but just no coupon code for creators to provide. None of that, unfortunately. Let me see something real quick here. Chat box. Can't figure out where this is at. Settings, dashboard. Okay, my chat box. Textile, events, platform. There we go. That's fine. Now chat's just gone. What's going on here? Why is I can't see any chat now. Maybe. Hey, okay. Can somebody type something in chat? Just something. Okay, there we go. Rip chat. It's back. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Chat disappeared. I didn't know where it was. Things were getting a little bit awkward here. Thank you. All right. So what we'll do here is we're going to start off with, let's go for this order. Who do y'all want to see done first? Do you want to see Sabriel done, the mythical champion, done first? Is that the one you're most wanting to see? Taraku Solo's raid Taraku Solo's raid CCs with Sabriel? It'd be kind of crazy. She's stupid broken. Yes, you want to see her first? Okay. So Apptoid gave us codes a while back where if you guys use the codes, we'd get 5% cash back from your purchase. You'd get 5% cash back. That's what funded Pack Break. They got rid of the codes. Can't use the codes no more. So that is gone. Another Sylvan Watcher Mythic. She's High Elves. She looks like Sylvan Watchers, but she's High Elves. There's only one High Elf in Ogren tribes. There's only one High Elf and one Ogren tribe. But all right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and test out Sabriel here over on the test server. She is, where is she? Oh, I'm gonna have to pick up some potions though. Sabriel. Let's see where we got the potions at. Okay, 8 out of 27. Let's take this up. Okay, I got no silver. Let's go take a little market shop break here real quick. Do we have anything in my inbox that could be decent here? We have these champs. We got some potions maybe. Got some brews. I don't really need that. Quatraxa and her. Okay, I got nothing that I can really use there. Let's go here. The bank. No, the packs. Gym shop. That's where I want to go. Galathir's X. That's funny. Let's go do the expensive one. They need to send us on the test server potions because these are expensive to get up. Your eyes. Oh no! Can Ray start putting clothes on them? Nah, there's no clothes on her. She is basically unclothed completely. Plarium's like, we gotta make people spend some money. We're getting low on money, so let's make it the most broken champion, basically naked as well. That's a good way to do it. That is a good way to do it. Make her broken and naked. There we go. First form and second form. Second form's not so bad. I mean, she's all blue here, but either way, let's see if we can get her taken up here. Does she have armpit hair? Did you guys see that? I'm not for sure. Kind of look like that, though. She's naked and you're afraid. Let's see what happens here. Okay, nothing happens there. Either way, we'll book her out in a little bit. That'll be good. Let's see what her kit actually says. A1 ability. She's super broken. And I'm hearing that people are quitting the game because of her. Why are we talking about armpit hair? I just thought I saw some armpit hair. But I can't check it because I don't know how to make her raise her arm again. So we may never know. But I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. Some suspicious shadows. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying. It may be there. You guys can check it out whenever you get her. But her A1 ability places sleep debuff on a target for 1 turn. Instantly activates a skill against the enemy with the highest turn meter whenever an enemy's turn meter is increased by the skill. Okay, wait. I was reading chat and this. Instantly activates a skill against the enemy with the highest turn meter whenever an enemy's turn meter is increased by a skill. Occurs once per turn. Ignore resistance 20%. A2, AoE, double hitter. Each hit steals all buffs from all enemies. Then applies a buff spread effect, taking all buffs from this champion and placing them on all allies. Okay. That sounds pretty decent. I mean, AoE, double hit steal, take all the stone skin, take everything. Each hit's going to steal everything, so if the first hit fails, the second hit can do it. We're starting off pretty decent here. The A3, AoE double hitter. Get some more double hitter stuff. Oh, an extra turn as well. Okay. Each hit increases the cooldown of one of each enemy's skills to the maximum. Also decreases the turn meter of all enemies at 30%. Extra turn. Okay. So right here, she has a double hitter AoE that's going to lock out a random skill to the max. Decreases the turn meter and gives you an extra turn. Into a double hitter, all buff steal, and then a buff spread. I can see why people are quitting the game. The passive, is that it? I was hoping it was, but I guess it's not. This champion receives no damage when attacked by enemies. Okay. Including bosses and their minions out of their active turn. All allies except this champion deal 3% more damage to each enemy skill, for each enemy skill that has its cooldown increased by this champion. Stacks up to 25%. For each enemy skill. Okay, so this scales really fast. If there are multiple champions on the team, only one will activate. So, name is Armpit Shield. The passive, yes, it should be. You don't see how this kind of champion design is okay. Like, the skill designs are insane. This is just the first form. 33% speed aura as well. Doesn't even make sense how it's so good. So their second form is a A1 single target, attacks one enemy 3 times, will ignore block damage and unkillable. Instantly activates this skill against an enemy whenever that enemy receives a block damage or unkillable buff, or have their death prevented by themselves or allies. Occurs once per turn. Okay, so instantly activates this skill against an enemy whenever that enemy receives a block damage. Okay, so if they receive that buff, or have their death prevented by one of those buffs, she instantly does her A1 ability. That's insane. AoE, double hitter, before attacking, swaps HP with the target enemy. For this skill, increases his champion's attack and decreases all enemies' defense by percentage equal to the percentage of HP swapped. Okay, so if I swap 0% with 100%, do I get 100% decrease of defense? AoE double hitter will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Before attacking, decreases the value of any stone skin, shield, and magma shield by 75%. This effect cannot be resisted if the target has any skill on cooldown. Okay, place a protected shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to this champion's attack. This champion attacks are always critical against enemies that have any skills on cooldown. This champion's skills deal 3% more damage for each turn of cooldown remaining on all. Okay, that is insane. So this champion's attacks are always critical. So you don't need to build her with crit rate. You just go from this ability, double hit everybody, get an extra turn, or just do this ability and this ability, double hit, steal their buffs, buff spread, and then you go into this form, and then you just crit everything. You ignore defense. The champion's skill deal 3% more damage for each turn of cooldown remaining on all enemy skills. So her damage is getting boosted insane. A Bayard counter, she's a counter for everything. Bayard would probably be the least of her worries. Well, probably a decent counter. If she doesn't have much accuracy, but I mean she will have accuracy, right? Because of this. That is insane. What in the world? She counters, yeah, just literally everything. You're right. Mercurial she counters. Stone Skin she counters. She strips everything, including herself. She... very, very broken. I think she gets at least a 2 in campaign. Acceptable there. There we go. We'll submit 1 thing for campaign. She counters everything in the game, not just by X. She counters literally everything, including Mercurial. All right, I saw Cruisin' Builder with just... I didn't see how she was playtested. I seen or how she performed. I seen him build her in just really fast speed gear. What do you guys think would be the best build for her? She obviously does not need any Mercurial fast. Mercurial could be a good one to have. So she's not gonna care about Marius or Stolinar, thankfully. Triple defense set. You of course okay. So the stats you're gonna want to get for her is gonna be attack, but honestly that wouldn't be my main focus because she's gonna be manipulating it so much anyways. Speed for sure. Crit damage way high and accuracy. Probably just speed, crit damage, and accuracy is like the main things. I do have 9-piece Mercurial I could run on her. We can give it a test run real quick. Maybe. Let's see. Resistance banner. It's kind of trash though, for real. Give me just accuracy, please. Defense, okay. Plarium, I need a better banner put in my account, but I think she'll be fine even without that. So let's just see how this plays out. Crit damage. This will definitely be very, very insane. So she can't receive damage outside of her active turns. Well, outside of enemy's active turn, I think. Chronophage, anything else? Maybe lethal. Wait, let's see. Or wait, just give her Chronophage. Yeah. Cruise made it with 470 speed, 30 crit rate, 36 crit damage, and found out she was soloing arena teams by herself. Yeah, it's crazy. She can be locked out, but I don't know how much it even matters, honestly, if she got locked out. Because she could just swap forms anyways. But if they're, to be fair, I think speed is just going to be the way to go for her. Because if you don't have a lockout champion, well, she is your lockout champion. She actually could just go my Crixia build, actually. She needs to land lockout, yeah, to not have crit rate involved. You're right. So let's see. So I think I would just build her like a lockout champion. Just if I could get her in some Mercurial, it'd be sick. But she doesn't even really need that because she can't be attacked outside of her active turns, anyways. I guess she could be poisoned by like a Calvalax, right? Because it'd be their active turn. Could she? I guess Calvalax. I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that. If Calvalax could land the poisons on her. Just like don't build her. Don't build her and just use her like that with any gear. I don't think that would be I don't think she would work very well like that. Just nothing at all. Who can use Calvalax? Calvalax does pop up, especially if you run speed teams. And if you know she's going to be fast, I do see Calvalax. She'll always be banned, so don't waste gear on her. Just immediately pick her. True. Just immediately take her, and then she'll just get banned, and you just keep the rest of your team, right? Pretty good idea. I do like that. What's my best pinpoint piece, I wonder? Yo, later. Later, take it easy. Electron. And also do damage. Let's see. She has to go first or be one of the first ones, lock out steel buffs. Yeah. Instinct turns count skill cooldowns, so oh, that's true. That's true. That is very, very true. Did I get a better banner by any chance? It's quad roll, but I do want more accuracy on her. Look at my Crixia's gear. She's really fast. She's got resistance though. Let's see. $227, pretty low crit damage. But I could do this. Let's see. Could do this one. Hit is up. 20% crit damage. So we got a little bit more there. 405. We get a 6-star soul here eventually. No crit rate needed. Pretty insane there. She does some buffs. She doesn't do any debuffs, right? She do some, actually, does she do buffs? I don't know if she does anyways. She has a shield, second form. I guess it's not too bad. She does, and then she does. Nah, so not really. She doesn't really need that. She has a shield, so I guess we'll take that for now. Just a real quick one. This sounds good. No debuff. Yeah, no debuffs. There we go. That'll be fine. This one's good. Blessing. Let's go no blessing, okay? Let's pretend you just pulled her. You got lucky. You guys got her eccentric acorn. Thank you very much for the resub, dude. I appreciate that. For some reason I want to say eccentric raccoon, but that's not your name. All right, let's try this out real fast. Sabriel. Arena battles about 33%. Let's see if I'm faster than Boozer's champions. I don't know if I am or not. Pair with Necrit. I will in a second. Let's try her with nobody right now. So he has something on cooldown, which is good. Swaps AP with a target. Let's see, does she just kill him? Okay, not quite enough to just kill him right off the bat like that. We'll let me go shoes in just so I can get a go first here. Before her blessing, she's gonna need a little bit better stuff. W speed. Let's see. Oh, she's naked. Shoes in is. Dang it. We'll try her out. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. And now we can go for the AoE double hit. Mercurial where? What? Mercurial? This ability was the one that was stealing the buffs, which we're not going to steal Mercurial from him. We do have Mercurial stack still on me, which is very nice. And then this is going to be double hitter, ignores 20% of defense. We get some damage boost based on their lockouts. So let's see what we do here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy damage there. Y skill 2, and what do you mean? Y skill's 2 there when it was no buffs to steal. I just want to see what it did. All right. I'm going to have to put her in a little bit better gear. More crit damage for sure. She's not going to be able to have that much speed on my account without... Actually, let's do a 5-star. Well, do you want to do the 5-star soul to make her look really, really crazy? Or do we want to test it out with no soul? Let's make her look crazy. We'll do the 5-star soul first. Because she does need the extra crit damage. We'll go... Let's go Life Harvest, I guess. Be fine. True. have her soul before they pull her. Very, very, very true. All right, here we go. So now we lock out twice. Can't steal anything. So yeah, you're right. There's no reason to do this skill 2 here. 12-star soul ideally. Make her pretty balanced there, won't it? This ability is going to be the one that swaps HP. There's no swap here, so no reason to even do that. Everybody's block damage, so obviously can't do anything here. What kind of damage does this do, though? Okay. That's actually a lot of damage. And we didn't even swap any HP. That's kind of crazy. And then this. Okay. A lot of damage from the A1 ability as well. I want to go against a Nice or somebody who has block damage actually being placed. Or A1 ignores block damage. That's true. That is very true. She's not booked at the moment either. So A1's ignoring it. This ability is ignoring defense and the shields. Placing a protected shield. Let's see how this works. So where A3 doesn't seem to hit as hard as the A2 ability does. Okay. How good is... Well, just now taking a look at her. It has ignore defense on the piece. Just not on the our kit. Cruising deleted Ash's, Siegfried, and Nice last night. That's crazy. What did she go there just now for? Was it because of a turn meter increase? It's crazy. Turbos, what's going on, dude? How you doing, man? All right, let's go. We'll try to go against Ash's Siegfried and Nice as well here. You don't need her? Yeah, I don't need a spin for her. That's where the problem happens, isn't it? Okay. Lock everybody out. We can steal their buffs as well. Take some stone skin for myself. That's kind of crazy. And then we can booster, swap forms, no books. We'll go ahead and just go for the A3, I guess, here. The A2 is going to be better if we can swap, I think. But maybe let's just throw an A2 out here. We could right now. Let's just go A2. Oh, well, we can reduce the magma shield. A2, let's see what it does. That's quite a bit of damage there. She does get destroyed by Siegfried, though. We didn't lock him out, apparently. She is weak affinity to him. Use A3 to get a shield. Yeah. I'll try that one. I'll try that this time. Steal the stone skin. We did not steal the stone skin. We also don't get hit by the Siegfried at all, which is great. Take a turn here. Now we got a good HP swap. It'll trigger Siegfried though if I do that. The shield is proportional to her attack, which we don't have very high attack on her right now. So the shield's going to be really low. I'm going to have to adjust her build, maybe a bit more accuracy or something. Or the attack higher, the accuracy different. Because right now her attack's not great. Let's see. We'll go for the steal again. I know, A2 scales and health swap. But Siegfried was going to proc his block damage anyways. Because it doesn't ignore block damage. I guess you would have ignored it afterwards. I think he still had Mercurial on. No, I guess he couldn't have. So here we'll get a shield. Okay. That was a pretty decent chunk there. No damage from her. Well, it shouldn't be. Okay, that's the... Okay. Dang. Is she good, new meta or not? She definitely will be. I'm just now taking a look at her, so she automatically goes after Sig afterwards. What do you mean? I'll be streaming for another few hours, yeah. Okay, so she will remove all of the Mercurial stacks. I want to see some of my proc block damage to see how she does against that. But they're all gone. Fantastic. Okay, after he pops the block damage, yeah. So here, let's. We can probably maybe even just kill him. I don't know. Not quite. No. I gotta figure out because right now I'm not getting the same OP-ness with her, if that's the word. She definitely needs Chronophage to get going. I know she is insane. I think you need sleep. Yeah. The OP-ness, yep. What's her crit damage at? 303, 408 speed. She's gonna need more HP to hit decent. Let's let. All right. I want to see them do a little bit of damage to her. Not obviously kill her. Okay, double weak hits there. Her forms do cycle really fast. Okay, then we got some damage now. Too much damage, actually. We'll bring a res champion here. There we go. So now we got something to continue with. Okay. Got the stone skin. Everything's stripped from everybody, which is kind of crazy. We'll just leave her here for the moment. Okay. It's okay damage there. Not really that amazing damage, honestly, on the A3. No, she has no defense ignore gear, so here we go. This would be a good example of how much damage that A2 ability will do with the HP swap. So we swap with, I think we can swap with Roglin, even through Mercurial. Let's try it. Okay, we can't swap through Mercurial. I thought that, but we do proc that, which is sweet. I was thinking that Embreeze could swap no problem. Cool. So you can't swap through Mercurial. Let's see. Try it again. It does work out pretty nicely with Theodosia in the team for the unkillable. Penis is a snake moment on the stream for sure. That's great. All right, so we stole everything. That is extremely strong. Well, she does make Mercurial not as much of an issue for sure because she's double hitting everything, which is insane. Do this. I did not book her, no. This time I'll actually be able to swap with HP with somebody who has a bit more. Let's go Marichka. There we go. That ability hits pretty hard, and she should double hit, or she should hit Siegfried through the Mercurial. Doesn't matter. Nice form swaps, just drops him. Okay, got the stun, so control's not gonna be great. Okay, so try to build a normal fast nuker build. I think I'll try that out. Make her hit a little bit harder. I think I will give that a shot. Let's go. Who's my current nuker? The best, let's see, Stone Skin. We do need a little bit of accuracy still for her to lock stuff out. I have attack stone skin stuff? If I do, I can just drop the banner for something better. Do this, sure. The interaction was quite confusing. Why she attack when he transformed? That's a good question. I don't know. Oh, I guess it does count as prevented death. I guess it does. It's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, this will be okay. 284 crit damage. Still a little bit low crit damage for her. What's her bait? Well, let's see. Okay, she has a bit more in second form. She has 297, 312 speed. Let's see how something like this plays out. Can't wait to see her, Galathir, Islan, and Supreme Elhain in Siege teams. Oh, well, you got Solinar and champs like that in that Siege, right? Okay, so we steal the Stone Skin. Mercurial's gone. Stone Skin's gone. So having her like in a fast, similar to Marius build could be really good. Now, maybe having her in Cat's Gaze would be better. I could put her in Cat's Gaze and put her back into the other build that I had, and that could be better because she'd have the extra defense ignore from that. So here, what is it? What do you mean? Got some pretty big damage, and we should probably just kill him, right? Yeah, she does weak hit him, so a little bit of RNG there. Solinar, I hate him. Definitely hate him. Well, this is going to be a big nuke here, that's for sure. Take his thing. That's true. I just used the preset build I already had. Okay, that was kind of crazy damage there. Okay. She is doing a lot of damage. Let me go book her real quick as well, so we can cycle through my stuff a little bit quicker. So Ash's team is just being the test team right now. I will move Cat's Gaze over to her as well, since it does ignore defense, and it'll be kind of similar to the just having Savage instead. Doesn't matter which one I take. Maybe go back to the fast build, but with this instead. The other build I had didn't have crit rate built into it. I just swapped a quick Stone Skin one, but let's see real quick if this will do better. Because I think this would be the better build for her. Just fast, playing to lock out, that kind of stuff. What am I doing here? Accuracy. Mercurial may or may not be needed here. Let's go with non-Mercurial first. What do we got? We got another Divine Speed helmet. This one right here. 5 extra speed. That's not very good. Oh, this can be any helmet, though. I got a better weapon than that. Divine Speed. We get extra 6. This actually making the set complete. $385. Okay, we already got one protection piece. I guess this could just be anything. Ideally, Feral, because extra accuracy. I'm glad you liked it, Renegade. I think the Fusion Champion's awesome. I definitely think she's really good. Dang, 11.9 thousand dust. Dust. That must be pretty nice. Imagine that could be all used up in the matter of minutes, basically. I think the Fusion Champion's good. Yeah. All right. Try this. So it's just pure speed, 398, 541 accuracy. Cat's gaze this time, so hopefully a bit more damage. We don't have the 6-star speed just yet, but another shard. Oh, the shard thing, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I think it's because we lost some members. The members that we lost, I guess, did quite a bit of points in previous CVCs, and I guess that probably took us down a tier. I got a feeling. Because CVC points move with the person. Which is a bit unfortunate for this situation. Oh, they want to be him. Okay, never mind that. I have no clue. That's really weird. I thought we did quite a bit of points last CVC. Not so much for tier 3. I was like, what in the world is this? Double hitter. Let's see if we trigger Siegfried's stuff. We don't. Trigger nice to do the A1 on her, though, which is not very fun. But now we can swap HP with the Roglin and just destroy everybody, right? Okay. She hits pretty daggone hard. She'll nuke the nice down. Oh, well, that sucks. So, I guess Siegfried's counterattack goes before her passive. Unfortunately. Don't tell Gary. Maybe he still goes crazy. Maybe. Let me book her real quick. Who left? Okay. So, boost turn meter. We'll steal all the buffs. There we go. Stoneskin's mine. Mercurial's no more. What? When is Gary going for the 5 million badge? It's a good question. That's a good question. Oh yeah. True. Book in form 2. That's quite a bit of damage though. The nice swaps forms and does all of his nonsense, but we have Theodosia here to res her anyways. Let's book her second form. In Cruisin's video, was he using her with Necrit to solo or to do the teams, or was he actually just soloing with her 1v4? Because the biggest issue is her surviving stuff. Stealing from the first form and going from the second form, she is kind of open. Her second form doesn't have any of the damage prevention stuff. Some solo, the very hard ones with Necrit. Okay. Cool. Right now, it seems like the biggest issue is her surviving the second form, because the first form she can't be damaged by skills outside of their active turn. So like the nice transforming, I guess he does take a regular turn there. Counterattacks would do nothing though. They've kind of been messing me up. The steel buff is OP though. That's very, very strong. The double hit lockout, the double hit buff steal is crazy. Now we swap. This ability right here kind of just messed me up though, I think. Okay. Yeah, see, the nice still just drops me from the counterattacks. Go ahead and swap HP with the Siegfried. Huge damage though. Crazy damage. And now, where's she at? Do we have to do an A1 here? Okay. There we go. Drop the Siegfried, no problem. Her counter is Kratraxa, that's why I add Necrit. Okay, so that was against Ash's team multiple times. Let's see how it does against just a different team. It'll be much easier here, for sure. So, no reason to buff steal there. Okay, I see what you're saying. The Kratraxa situation right here. Pathetic Mythic. Let's see. So, we do get a regular shield, not a Magma Shield, which Magma Shield would be even crazier. Okay, well, Kratraxa is not going to do much right here. They're all locked out anyways. So it doesn't really matter. But I can see how she would be soloing stuff here if she was just faster than the enemy teams. Definitely. That makes sense. I don't know what his speeds are. I can give her a 6-star soul as well in just a moment. As soon as you swap form, you lose the passive. Exactly. I think her first form is the strongest. I think her first form is actually kind of insane. With the Mercurial especially. So good. Now, swap here. I go ahead and swap HP with the Khan because he's full HP. Just nuke everybody down. Now, the Torment goes a little bit crazy with the hits. This is double hit, though. So, and it's in speed gear as well. Keep that in mind. So, speed gear and doing this kind of damage is even crazier. We do get some stun action going, unfortunately. But we get a turn here. Maybe. Maybe. Nope, no turn. Well, let's see about a 6-star soul for her. Try this. Now she's a bit faster. So we go for this A3, A2. Okay, she just stripped everything. You think Cruising did like 4x more damage in the same gear? Really? 4x more damage. Let's see about this. What could I do to squeeze out some more damage? Her crit damage is I mean it's decent, 346. Having more attack would be better, of course. What relic? What gemstones could I have on here? Crushing Rend. Was he running Crushing Rend on her? I doubt it. Doing 160k hits on the alt form. Here's, okay, 477, speed, 7k-ish attack. Yeah, that's way more attack than I can get. Get Hallowed Hilt. I can swap this for an attack chest plate. She does it. She ignores on the first form resistance. Let's see how much she ignores. Honestly, I think the first form is the form to stick in. This is probably what I would like to build her for if I was to get her. The second form's good. Definitely it is. But we got a lot of nukers. I feel like this is just a crazy form. Nah, they didn't change her multiplier since yesterday. There's no way. She ignores 20% of resistance. I feel like 500 resistance is like the minimum I would want to go. $438, maybe it's okay as well. Let's see. She's got more attack now. 62, so not too bad. These are okay. It doesn't really matter there. Let's see what she does. 6-star Blessing. Life Harvest. So double hit. Strip of Mercurial. We'll get this Stone Skin. Good stuff. Lightning Cage, in your opinion? Lightning Cage would be really good as well. Because she's stealing the buffs and everything. This will be a double hitter. Let's see what she hits for. Okay. She's hitting for, I mean, that's a big difference. 34 versus 150, you said, per hit? That's a massive difference. What in the world? If that's the case. Oh, attack up from air base. Okay, that makes sense. A little bit more sense, though. Oh, man. But, I mean, if left in the first form, I think she becomes crazy. Attack Cruisen's team? I can. Increase attack, obviously, to make her way better. Hit way harder. But Garrel's going to smack much harder than her, for sure. 270? It's not even comparable. 4 turns, 3 turns. The A1 there. Yeah, he tried mini builds. The one that gone viral. Where is Cruisen's team? If I can find it, I'll try it. Maybe I'm losing so many fights, I'm just seeing the same people over and over now. The heck? He's right there. I should be seeing him. There we go. Oh, okay. Necrit plus this chick. Oh no, Crixia's build's not saved. But make him destroy me. Okay, I'll just do these two. Okay, let's see what she hits for. Okay, so he has protection, not 9-piece protection. Necrit. Okay, let's say she's hitting about the same. Yeah, she's not hitting super hard. I mean, we have 2 attack-based nukers. That is what she was hitting into just now. She's hitting hard for what she is. But wait, maybe build like Carnage or on Swift Parry. If I do this, if Mezamel was to survive, she could do really well, I think. Let me see, because she ignores a bunch of that stuff, doesn't she? Let's see. Let's do a little test here. Mezzo versus Sabriel. But she'll remove everything, lock me out, all that fun stuff. She ignores it from her other ability, though. She ignores the A2 from her A2, I think. Let's see. Let me see. Where's Cruisen's team? Okay. She ignores her A2, all of Necrit's stuff, but let's go Glacea so we have a chance to not be locked out. There we go. He's gonna take a lot of damage though from her for sure. Ton of damage. Does not get locked out. She gets frozen. Buff up. We kill her. So she has counters. Obviously, it's not in a full team. You made the post on Reddit about how OP she is after watching his stream. I do think her first form is way stronger than the second form. The second form, she's not the strongest champion in the game. It's just so much in her kit. Yeah, I mean, the thing with today, Fusion starts. Nah, does it start today or tomorrow? I think it starts, no, Thursday, I think, actually. So we got this. I think. Let's see, just pure speed. What can I get here as far as pure speed goes? The heck? Oh, pinpoint. That's why it's relatively fast. What kind of damage would I get if I just went this other thing? $450. We're just gonna die here. I may go first though. Cat's Cage, wish you had one at least. I know, right, dude? Cat's Cage are so good, man. So good. So here I have to steal buffs from the enemies. Or Taras will just wreck me. Okay, well, can't do much here. I'd have to have Necro Protection. Or else Taras does kill me. Oh, you actually need two. So getting a little greedy now, I see. Okay. On the video gone viral, she was hitting nice for 45k per hit on the A1. Okay, when you tested it, okay, hitting 50k per instead. Gotcha. Now, was he in a defense ignore build or was he in a different build? Do you know? Her A3 hits for, it's really low. I mean, she's not built for damage right now. So it makes sense why she's not hitting very hard. But her second form doesn't hit very hard. So I think she'd be built a lot like a Lazarius, where they're fast, built to do some damage in the second form if needed, but mostly there for that first form. Hilt is the relic. Full speed build with crit damage and some attack. So I have a relic that should be doing more damage than a hollowed hilt for sure. Did he have increased attack on the champion as well? I'll go against Ash's team again to see. Let me see. Did we get any information about this stuff? No, there's no information about her stuff being changed. Let's see. All right, so we buff her up. So now we'll swap forms and we'll go for the double hit on the A3. That's definitely some hard hits, like for sure. We have increased attack. She has the Crown of Corruption, so she's doing a bit more damage. But Shuzin's going to be the same as far as the increased attack. Cruising running 444 speed solo, and she was slaying stuff. Mine's more than 440, or close to 444 right now. So she's same speed, 450 actually. She can definitely, she can destroy some teams that you probably would, I mean like this team. Let's see. She'll destroy this team. If we steal a stone skin and she got locked out, she will. But here, we're going to take a beating. We do also do a lot of damage to them. A decent amount of damage, I'd say. Got a freeze, unfortunately. Oh, more freezes. Oh, no. No, we got dropped. Dang it. Let's see here. We'll go one more time against Empty Jazz team. Okay, some good damage for sure. Oh, see, that's another. I don't know. It may not be. I don't really know if she's as OP and broken as people are saying, like quitting the game, broken OP level. Because her A1 ability or her A3 is RNG, so it's going to increase the cooldown to the max, but it could do the same one both times, I think, right? I'm not trying to use her as my damage dealer. No, not necessarily. So people were saying she can do a lot of damage, but you do lose the lockout from the Form 1. People were saying that she was built for a lot of speed and did a lot of damage. So that's what I'm testing her out for. I can put her in good damage gear and she can hit hard. But the issue is her second form doesn't really have stuff that makes her a damage dealer you would actually use if you had other damage dealer options. I mean, her second form is not as strong as the first form. It has the shield, the ignore defense, the HP swap, and some A1s whenever they switch or they have block damage or unkillable, which is really good and ignores that stuff, which is very, very strong. But most nukers in Live Arena right now, they rely on things like Nice's passive. You have Solinar's passive, where they are coming back after they're being killed. Arn, very similar. But what we saw yesterday was bonkers. I didn't see the video, so I'm just trying to recreate the build somewhat. So, which also Cruisin's builds are very, very, very small amount of players can actually do that. Her alt form allows you to build massive damage and 0 crit rate. Yeah, you can. You can do massive damage, but there's a lot of champions who do massive damage. Geralt does massive damage. 100% crit rate, but still does massive damage. You can try. I can try. Yeah, I can try the. It'll break the stone skin, but she also just removes stone skin. So I don't think there's really much reason to go cracking roots. I don't know. That might have been a weak hit there. She does hit hard. Don't get me wrong. Like, she hits hard, especially in not nuker gear. So I think similar to Lazarius, she'll be very good in a build that expects her to do both things, basically. Like, I'll switch forms and switch stuff, and she'll kill him, which is great. I mean, solo, that's really, really good. Took a few times to do this, but what we mean is everything fell down every time she blinked. That's insane. I'll have to watch that. Let me actually see. Was it on the? Can anybody give me a timestamp of where at in his videos it was? I'll pull it up and see if I can find it, because I am curious. Because in the content creator chat as well, other people were saying her damage in second form doesn't seem that impressive. It is impressive. It is really good damage, but it's not. She's also got pretty well. She's not in damage dealer gear right now, obviously. I do have Crown of Corruption that gives her speed and crit damage. She doesn't have a ton of attack, but this is the good build with speed. Let's go speed, damage. If I swapped her over into defense ignore, she'd be hitting even harder, which would be sick. Let's see. Put her in some savage real quick. Just some speed savage stuff. And it is crazy you can build her without any crit rate. That is huge. Here we go. 395. So she's a bit slower. She's not going to be outspeeding it right now, but she's okay. You just bait people. Bayek, you just bait people with him. That's a top tier strat there, dude. Very, very smart, man. Very smart. All right, we're gonna need a little bit more speed to actually get her to take a turn here. I'm not gonna be able to kill the Bayek anyway, so never mind that. Never mind that idea. Inbuilt Death Dealer? Yeah, it's sick. I guess she actually will crit against the Bayek, won't she? Yeah, so she'll crit anyways. Just doesn't need the... Was she... Yeah, she should. Should no problem. Let's see. See you dodge Bayek there. It's already working. True. But she can deal with Bayek. I didn't think about that one. There we go. Okay, he has nothing on cooldown. That's why we didn't ignore his stuff. He has to have something on cooldown for her to always crit. She does hit hard. With no increased attack as well. 50k each on the A1. Yeah, same faction of Galathier and Solinar is definitely insane. It makes those posts ridiculous. Face cruise. Purposely tank her. So, like, just let her hit me. She wasn't hitting as hard as what people were saying. Let's see. We'll go just some tanky champs here. Obviously, if she can solo this team, that'd be insane. Let's see what kind of damage she does. Hopefully they actually survive. We do have Mercurial. She'll get rid of that no problem, though, which is amazing. Okay. 55k on the second hit from that other ability, which is really good. No increased attack as well, so she would have hit pretty daggone hard. Could Joan be the answer? What do you mean? Okay, 25k, a hit there. Nerfed. I don't. She may have got to nerf. I don't think. I have no clue. I didn't see what she was doing, so I can't say. 30k on those abilities. It's nerf for sure, is it? She's hitting hard still. Like, I mean, 30 to 40k on these tanky champs is pretty good. She has no increased attack either, so keep that in mind. If they nerfed her when I already pre-pulled her in your mind, you quit. That's probably the best time to do so. Shadow nerf. Be a really fast nerf if that was the case. They already nerfed her. Be sick if they did, though. Yeah. I wonder, does anybody else on the test server have her in a full team that I can try it against? Here we go. And Bayek as well. I can put... my Geralt's not actually built correctly here. So we have the lockout into the lockout or the strip. I'm not really sure. Okay, the lockout and the strip. Okay, we got buff galore over there. My goodness. Obviously can't get any strips because they are protected. But that's kind of insane how many buffs he has. I'm not going to do any damage either because the Bayek. But With that said, I can't really res her very easily anyways, so let me think about this. Got Marius. My Garrel's not built correctly over here, I don't think. Yeah, she's not built correctly. Marius can maybe do something a little bit. They run patch client on the test server and quickly update it. Maybe they did. This one's a 9-piece Mercurial, though, so she's not going to hit as hard. By X annoying, though. That's really good. Yeah. I tried Mavara. I did a video on her yesterday. She's really good. I'm a big fan of her. Okay, let me see.
Instant.
I'll pull up in just a moment. We can check it out. 233.06. Let's see here. All right, so Cruisin has. Okay, he's soloing with her. This is Hell Hades team. I think he's usually ungeared. Yeah, his team's naked, I think. Almost always naked. So that one does make sense. Let's see if mine does the same thing. He may have geared his champions now, though. I know before they were oftentimes just chilling in old gear. Sass V, yeah, sure. Sure, that's what I'll do. I didn't try with Palace, no. So we'll go this. Block him out. Do the same thing he did. What skill did he use, though? I think he used the A3, yeah. 69k on the Siffy. 33 and 36, so the damage is very different. He may have had, but we still nuked them all down there. Check team had the video matches. 664. Let's see. Should be the same. 630. So maybe he's geared stuff now? Does Hell Hades play on the test server much? I don't even know if he does. I don't know. But it is different player power. So maybe he's added gear since then. Yeah, I'll try to show him as soon as I can. Let me check this build, actually. The Sabriel build. Where's he show it at? Okay, so 446. She's not that much different than mine. What she got as far as blessings and stuff? What relic is he running currently? I guess I can see whenever it does the thing. Okay, so 446, 363. $449, 322. So he has more crit damage. He has more attack as well. 4,500 attack. He has 600 more than me and more crit damage. So definitely makes sense for the more damage being dealt there for sure. 5 million attack. Yeah, it's probably about right. Let's see. We have Cat's Gaze on her as well. So that's gonna be where the defense ignore comes from. I assume into the next thing it's more defense ignore, right? What's she hitting for? 52, 58. Okay, so 100k. It's good. He's not in defense ignore gear. I don't think she was. I think she was just in speed gear, wasn't she? She'd be hitting way harder if it was in defense ignore gear. Let's see. Maybe not, though. Maybe Could be wrong. Let's see. Wherever this Sabriel is. Okay, yeah. So it's not defense ignore gear. Accuracy is a little bit lower than I think what I'm running right now. Speed gear. This is 446. Yeah, so that's the build he's running right now with Cat's Gaze. I have lower crit damage, but I do have the Crown of Corruption, so I should do a little bit more damage. Maybe it evens itself out a little bit. Let's see what he does against Ash's team, because you guys said he was hitting really hard there. Let's see what he does here. Okay, so the A3, extra turn. The Cat's Gaze could be making a big difference. He was doing a balanced build for either form. Yeah, that makes sense. It's 15K. That did quite a bit of damage there. To the Predator, that was a lot. Let's see what. Okay, so that's big as well. The A1 into that. The Cat's Gaze was the biggest difference he had. Let's see. Smiley's team. Let me see how my build hits into Smiley's team. Just to get some ideas here. Just get some ideas. All right, so A3 resisted by the Galathir. Unfortunately, poor RNG there. Switch forms. Okay. Didn't touch the Predator because he just didn't. He just evaded everything anyways. Where's Smiley's team again? Let's see. Galathir's got quite a bit of resistance. Okay, still no hit on the Predator, unfortunately. He was doing like 50K, I think, per hit on the Predator. Okay, resisted. Oh, we got the counter there. But no damage from his counterattack, which is huge. Still nothing on the Predator. Dang it. He evades everything. Let's see. One more try. Still nothing. Still nothing. Predator Showcase for sure, the scientist. For sure it is. Okay, critter for 33K. With Cat's Gaze, it would have been a bit more. Let's see if I was to swap 2 Cat's Gaze with her. She'll still go first. What's going on, JE? How are you doing? Okay, so yeah, she's hitting a lot harder with Cat's Gaze, of course. Which is pretty sick. 41K there. Still Predator doesn't get touched, unfortunately. Last one here, attempt on the Predator. Okay. Nothing. And the weak hit on the Nell, so it does do good damage, and she will hit hard. Let me see if we go for the Savage build plus Cat's Gaze. This should be the most damage we're gonna get. Nice 50%, right? That's what I'm thinking, dude. What the heck is this 50%? That's not good. As you can see, that really hurts Sabriel. really messes her up. Okay, this one. What do you think about her so far? It seems like Hylia's had the 2 strongest mythicals overall. I think she is very strong. I'm gonna okay, just kill him. Don't even know why I killed him. Why did she join? Oh, turn meter boosting, I guess, maybe. I see her versus Arn. And then he swaps and she'll blast him. So it's good. She does have a lot of stuff on her right now, though. Like as far as defense ignore things. So she is very good. I don't know how I would build her, though. Probably for as a lockout champion. I'm not going to have a plus 18 Cat's Gaze on main account. Turn meter boost and Mary's had the most turn meter. Gotcha. Okay, cool. That's unfortunate. Actually, wait a second. I can do this no problem, can't I? Should fix you're not having crew tracks a problem? He can't kill her anyways. I forgot about that one. That's pretty sick. And then she just blasts everybody else down. So now they're all locked out. They can't really do that much. Murchka does the res and... Oh, she can still take the stuns. That's a little bit unfortunate. That's definitely not hitting for massive damage there. When he swapped and was going to that A1 into him. But she seems really good. Let's go take a look at a few of the other champions, though. I want to see what the other new champions are. I don't want to spend the entire stream, even though we spent the past hour and a half on Sabriel, basically. Let's see what the others have in store for us. The ones that we're actually going to get, right? Because we're not gonna be able to pull her for a very long time if we ever get her. Up next, we got, let's see, Bayard. So Bayard, what? Oh, he's in my inbox. Can you try Phantom Touch with her? I'm not gonna try right now. We could try it maybe later on if we get time. We'll get back to him. But I want to take a look at a few of these other champs real quick. So we actually get some testing on more champs besides just Sabriel. Or somebody said the lizard champion, Kosk. Let's do Kosk first, if they're still here. Think it'll be Deck of Fate? Think so? Let's see. Deck of Fates are always nice. I don't know, after seeing that Hilvi and Yuki put on pack break, you believe you can do it? That's great. That's true. That is true. The Hilvi and Yuki Masa pool were pretty insane, weren't they? They are pretty insane. All right, so Mr. Kosk, A1 double hitter. Each hit has a 17, what? 15% chance of increasing the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. So like a Vizier type skill. If the second hit does not increase the duration of all enemy debuffs, instantly activates all poisons on the target instead. That's really cool. His A2 is a single target, double hit. 4 attacking, places increased accuracy on this champion for 2 turns. The first hit has a chance of placing poison and 2 poison debuffs, poison sensitivity and 2 poison debuffs for 2 turns. The second hit applies debuff spread, taking all poisons and poison sensitivity from the target and placing them on all other enemies. 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty strong. A3 is a AoE attack, increase or decrease attack on all enemies for 2 turns. Increases his champion's turn meter by 20% for each decreased attack placed. Instantly activates all poisons on all enemies. Wow, it's really good. This champion is immune to poison, stun, and decreased speed. Increases champion's damage dealt by 5%. So he's a dragon solo champion, no problem, right? Increases his champion's damage dealt by 5%, up to 50%, and ignore defense by 3%. Stacks with 30% for each active debuff on the enemy team. Wow. So dragon solo. Let's go ahead and just throw him into a dragon solo build real quick. Regeneration or lifesteal, either one's gonna be fine. Just to see if he can do it. He can do it. I can guarantee you that. Do I have a regen set? I should have a regen set. Do I really not have a regen set? Where's my regeneration set? Himself increased accuracy and a poison champ activator. Yo, yeah, new starter code and arm. True, he'd be very good as a starter code like that. Where did I save that preset for? What the heck? It'd be really good if he was a starter champion, but he's not going to be. Okay, save it as a global. Very, very strong. If you pulled him as a new player, you'd be zooming through the content, basically. Give him a little bit of resistance. Resist the poisons anyways, just the decreased defense and stuff. This is fine. Pelops was so... I don't know. What do you mean? All right. And then we go on here and throw this on him. No blessing. Let's see if he can do it. Maybe a little bit high hopes here. Really needs like no accuracy. I got a feeling he's going to do his stuff in the wrong order though. He has no books either, so I doubt it'll work here. Yeah. He does his stuff in the wrong order like a ding dong. Where's the debuffs? Let's see. We need to book him out because this won't place if we don't have the books. This guy looks so cool. He does look cool. Actually, let's go to a magic affinity stage. Just so he'll be strong affinity here as we test him. Does he go for the A2 first? That's what I want to know. Or does he go for the A3? I got a feeling. Okay, he actually spread it. Did it correct. Decrease attack. So he did it. He did it right. Increase accuracy. Spreads the poisons. Activates the poisons. Goes in and kind of just destroys everything. More poisons. It's a lot of poisons. Plarium's really been liking a lot of poisons recently, I feel like. He has that Gecko Lizard tech. Yeah, exactly. The Geico Lizard tech. Could do well at Stock and Cavalax. True. Though, unfortunately, in PvP, Stock has kind of fallen because Mercurial. Stock and Cavalax have both fallen. Okay. Decent there. I want to see how he does on the actual dragon. Extends on the A1 too. Poison King. They're actively trying to get it. Yeah, exactly. He does extend the A1. And decrease attack, which I mean, decrease attack is really good for multiple boss areas in the game. 2 poison spread isn't the best poison spread that we have, or the best poison place and spread that we have, I don't think. Like, Nishak places tons of poison. Doesn't spread them, places tons of them. He's activating them as well, which is pretty awesome. The issue with Clan Boss is the decreased attack boosting his turn meter, right? I guess you could turn that off. That ability is what? Decrease attack and activate poison, so you could turn it off, but it's going to be difficult. Yeah, it doesn't have tons of uses on the bosses. I mean, Clan Boss and such, but not like Hydra and Chimera. Okay, that's pretty good hit there because of the poison activation. So he activates the poison from that A1 ability when he hits, which is pretty awesome. The Trial and Viper, that's true. That's very true. Could do that as well. He does bring a decreased attack also, which is good for Chimera. Let's see how he does on stage 10 now. I got a feeling he's not going to be able to handle this very easily. You would definitely need a control champion of some kind. Or make him faster. If you don't have the Sylvan or Theodore, yeah, Rio or Theodore. That's true. That's very true. Let's go for a... Actually, let's do this. Let's just give him a blessing. He's attack-based, though, which makes it more difficult to solo. Sure. He's not built for damage, but he does get some boosts from that stuff. Maybe he could be built for damage. He barely needs accuracy because he does give himself a lot. Hard to keep alive, exactly. Let's see what this. It's a pretty decent build, though, so... It's a pretty decent hit, though it was activating the poisons, which was a big portion of that hit. That seemed to be pretty decent, 12k. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad of damage. Maybe get through here. Maybe. His passive is scaling his stuff based on the debuffs currently out there, right? Damage dealt by 5 up to 50% for each active debuff on the enemy team. So in the waves, he's going to have a lot of boosted damage as well as defense ignore. All right, can he do it to the dragon? Can we get there and actually kill the dragon? That increased attack's gonna be kind of scary, though. Well, we actually just chunked it down completely. Huge chunk there. Yeah, so he can solo this for sure, obviously. Relatively quick as well. Not too bad, not too bad. And then there's a dragon. So Kosk, I think, is a fairly simple champion, maybe. I mean, a good poisoner, can build him for damage, hits decent. Poison's gonna be the main thing dealing the damage though, so I will leave that as a priority. Cycling and stuff's gonna be very important. Reflex, merciless, things like that would be really strong for him. Yeah, it is pretty long. He's kind of a slow solo, but Kosk's at home. Who's that? Can anyone? Nah, just tier 3 content creators. The counterattack's really important. What is he counterattacking from? Oh. Counterattack, okay, yeah. So this is a big reason why he's staying alive so well, is whenever he's attacked by an enemy under debuff placed by this champion, counterattacks using the A1. That makes sense. Just keeping him alive because of the life harvest, or the lifesteal gear. So he's good. I like him. Good champion. Let's go to the next champion. Unless you guys have something else you want to test on or look at for him. Oh, the Grim Force Mythical. Nobody has him just yet. I forget what her name is. Anaxia. I think is what it is, right? Something. I wish they just sent these champions to us just fully leveled up. But instead, I gotta go buy all the potions from the shop. 5 more potions. Yippee! More potion farming. Gotta love the potion farming. All right, so this dude, Bayard, is going to be, let's see. There's no buy limit options. That's true. That's very true. Fully book him. Might as well, right? If we're going to use the champion, might as well fully book him. How's this dude look? So, his A1 ability attacks one enemy, places a continuous heal buff on this champion and the ally with the lowest HP, excluding this champion for 1 turn. Attacks one enemy 3 times. The first hit has a 75% chance of stealing all buffs from the target. The second hit transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target. The third hit applies debuff spread effect, taking all debuffs from the target and placing them on all other enemies. Okay, so we hit, we steal, we transfer debuffs, and then we spread our debuffs. So, kind of like a Helior, but a little bit better, I guess. On the A2, maybe? The A3, AoE, places provoke on all enemies for 1 turn, has a chance of placing Pain Link for on all enemies for 2 turns. That's kind of sweet. The Pain Link debuff reflects 45% of the inflicted damage, so he could be good for Chimera, couldn't he? For the Pain Link trial? Well, no, it's just one. It doesn't make a difference. Just 1 Pain Link. It reflects 45% of the inflicted damage. It's pretty good. I think Gizmax is a bit better. I think it's all of it. But also places counterattack buff on this champion and the ally with the highest crit damage for 2 turns. That's pretty sweet as well. And then passive heals all allies by 40% of any damage dealt to this champion. At the end of this champion's turn, places increased defense on this champion for 1 turn. Okay, so he's just like built to be tanky, to stand there and provoke the enemy, take the damage, right? He seemed decent. He does seem decent. Let's do a quick damage test to see what he hits for. I can't imagine he's going to nuke very hard either. Legendary Vogoth? Yeah, I guess that's kind of the case, isn't it? But yeah, I definitely don't think he's going to hit very hard. But maybe he does. Well, the 5-star since it's the most realistic. We'll do some Heaven Cast. We can throw a Cat's Gaze on him. Okay, A3. 158 with no decreased defense. Not too bad. I mean, with the gear he has on, it's actually not too bad. 6100. It's not terrible. Let's go Lydia Siffy. Okay, 360, 300. It's decent damage. He does decent damage. But I don't think your focus would be building for damage anyways. That's actually really solid damage there. What is it? 300,000 or 400,000 damage from that A2 ability? Dang, that's actually pretty good on the A1 as well. The A1's gonna be placing continuous heal. Let's get him in Stone Skin and try him out in PvP real quick. I assumed he wasn't gonna do very much damage, but could be wrong. Crit damage where? No crit damage necklaces? What? None that are 6-star, that is? Okay. We do have level 18 Cat's Gaze on him as well, though, so that does skew things a bit. I guess anybody's going to hit pretty hard with Cat's Gaze like that to begin with. Let's go give a quick test in PvP, though. What's my defense right now? Okay, yeah. I need to switch that defense up. Let's see how we do against this. Bayard plus Crixie is naked. We can go Fabian. I think he's geared. Should be geared kind of decent. Nope, not geared enough apparently. Not geared enough. Not Cold Brew. Let's go against him again. Oh, dang. Actually pretty fast. Unless my champions are just naked. Yeah, they're kind of naked. There we go. Now we shouldn't lose this speed race. Now we should be okay. There we go. And now let's see what he smacks for. So let's place counterattack on him and the ally with the highest crit damage, which is nobody really here. Let's go ahead and do this. Boom. Okay. One shot him. And then Rotos, so we just drop him. That's okay. Not that great of damage there. Dies. I definitely would build him as a support, I think. Just for the legendary Vogoth, basically. Like you're saying. Let's see. 62k. The A1 hits pretty hard, though. Okay. Let's see what he would do in, let's go, damage. But this bolster set that I have is a preset up here towards the top, actually. And we're just going to pump up his HP as high as I can get it. Let's see. HP, a little bit more. Okay, not too bad. Just a little test like this. He should be in the back, though. Mary's also a little bit naked here. Let's go Garrel. We have a little test with Garrel here. So as long as they don't die. Let's see. What's he going to heal for? Boom. They get hit. Then he heal for 17k there. Of course, if it's single target, he heals for nothing. And then he healed for nothing there because he died. That Rotos is hitting very hard. Daggone. Okay. Her build's all messed up now. For this champ, let's see. Let's go for Lightning Cage. We'll change this to really just because Aspect of Serial to be fine. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Let's go like this team. He's naked. Okay, Carnage would be good. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, let's see how this plays out. Is he healing for flat HP or the difference the percent? He should be healing for, I don't know, we'll see what he heals for. It should be 40% of the damage he receives. Dealt to this champion. Should just be that. Provoke is good, of course. So he receives 18,000, heals for 7,000. So I guess that's right. Yeah. Of course, poisons aren't going to heal anybody. He's going to die from that. We got reflect damage, though, which is going out there very nicely. Carnage is dead, and they're all dead because of the Nell, but the heals are pretty decent. Do I think he's going to be a big PvP champion? I don't necessarily think so. Kind of curious if there's oversight. He heals ridiculous numbers. Oh, but also the healing is scaled wrong. Gotcha. Let's see. Let's do this. Put it in the back. Don't you think the new mythical needs a nerf big time? In my opinion, 1,000,000%. What do you think she needs a nerf with? Okay, so it's got to be damaged through the shield. Unfortunately, we have the shield up still. So, no heals done yet. Okay, now we should see some heals coming up. Okay, we also did some damage to him from the pain link. That's pretty cool. Her damage and removes some counter mechanics. She counters literally everything. Test server? What's up? Demon Lord? Yeah, test server. Just testing something. Smells like... Yeah, I have no clue what that's supposed to sound like. Let's see. Let's see what he hits for here in just a second. If I get no shields placed again. Oh, I get it now. Okay. I see. So he heals like he should be. It was us A2. Oh, she was thinking, okay. Gotcha. I mean, Bayard seems like a solid champion. He has the good provoke. If you wanted to try to do the pain link, I doubt it will work on Chimera Trial though. I mean, there's some Amok has it as well, right? I don't know what his percentage reflect is. Let me see. So it should work. It's just not gonna be easy. Pain link. I don't know what he reflects back as percentage wise. Stop glazing. But either way, it seems to be a solid champion. It's not really... I don't think I'd be excited to pull him necessarily. It'd be very small. Probably wouldn't even use him in Chimera. So we'll just go to the next champion here. Next one is Nasen. I could be wrong though about him. Let me know if I'm missing something. Let's see. So Nasen, A1, attacks one enemy, destroys 10% of the target's max HP, destroys 20% of the target's max HP instead if under provoke. So Scarab King be pretty solid there. Destroying 10% each time is huge. Increases champion's turn meter by 20%, increases champion's turn meter by 40% instead if target's under provoke. As A2, single target will ignore 50% of the target's defense and any stone skin buffs if this champion's max HP is greater than the target's. If the target's killed, instantly activates the hard-earned confidence skill. If the target survives, heals all allies by an amount equal to the difference between the target's current HP and max HP. Okay, it would just be the percentage difference, I think. You'd heal based on that percent. But we can test it out. This is A3, AoE attack, chance of placing provoke on all enemies for one turn. Will ignore 50% resistance against targets whose max HP is lower than this champion's. Places counterattack on this champion for 2 turns. Is that all you got? We got enemies under provoke deal 50% less damage. That's pretty big. I mean, very good with Bayek. I mean, imagine dealing no crits and less damage. That's very exciting stuff. Allies deal 20% more damage against enemies under provoke. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. Let's put him in some HP nuker gear to see how he does. Yeah, we have everything. Is Fabian bugged on test server? I don't think so. Why? Maybe he is. I don't know. But not that I know of. Dude does look sick. I mean, way more HP than what I got here, though. Take it for now. This is going to be the best I got for the moment. I do need some accuracy as well on him. In a test server, you get amount of resources like tons. Yeah, you know you get as much as you need. It's just here to test stuff, so we get essentially unlimited resources. Every test server footage you see show him missing gear. All the CCs can't be missing the gear on him. No, what happens is on the test server, we move gear around a lot. So Fabian will likely be taken from to get the fastest gear on different champions, which makes Fabian look naked, which makes Fabian naked. He's not bugged or anything. He's just the victim of gear being moved around a lot. Try some damage dealing stuff on him real quick. Can he nuke through Stone Skin? Let's see how well he does there. Does he do buffs? Yeah, but no, I guess it could be extended. Let's give it a shot. All right. So we'll go to a clan boss real quick. If it's been hit. Okay, it's not been hit, unfortunately. What the heck? We'll just do some damage to it real quick to make it like lower HP. Probably all naked, but let's see. All right, I'll just kill the clan boss real quick so I can test something out. We'll just throw in some other random champs, I guess, here. Let's just go for like... There we go, that's fine. Here we go. So, he is going to heal everybody based on the amount equal to the difference between the target's current HP and their max HP. 52k. What? Well, how did everybody get a flat 52k heal? It says target's current HP and max HP. I don't know how that works. Should we be expecting an Axia playtest soon? We don't have it on the test server yet. So I have no clue, unfortunately. $52k plus 20. He heals for a lot. That 52k is pretty good, but it's not like broken insane. He is fully booked as well. Let's see what his damage is like. Yeah. You never know a Plarium though, right? You never know, dude. This dude. Let's see if he can just blast some champs down. Stone Skin on Arnorn. We're going to go ahead and do the A3 for absolutely nothing. Extra turn to hopefully steal some stuff. Whatever we don't steal, he's just going to kill anyways. Okay, let's see. How hard does his ability hit? If it kills a target, instantly activates this. We can't kill Arn, but could we kill Embreeze? I thought I ignored Stone Skin. I thought I already ignored Stone Skin. Oh, we have lower HP than the Embreeze. Well, that feels bad. I guess better Embreeze build than me. Let's go this one. This one will be one with nobody having higher HP because, well, maybe the Predator, but he's irrelevant. Okay, petrification definitely feels pretty bad. Kill him. That's a pretty decent stone skin nuke there. That's actually a really good ability too. Okay. I think he's a pretty sweet champion. HP nuker who's going to be doing that kind of stuff and nuking everybody. Counterattack on him as well. Nothing to prevent his death, but the damage seemed pretty good. The A1's not great. But that heal from the A2 is pretty solid as well. Counterattack. His A1 ability does... Oh, HP destruction is actually pretty sweet as well. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's try this one. He's a more realistic champion to actually get. Of course. Compared to Sabriel. Of course, she's insane. Very good. I don't necessarily know how broken she is, though. Okay, they have no more stone skin over there. Can I nuke the Necrit? Maybe, maybe not. No. So I don't get the defense ignore because I don't have more HP than him. I think Galathir counters her in the second form, passive, block active, skill, and stun. What do you mean? Counters who? Counters Sabriel? If they are made them account for flexible year, what? What? Let's see. Can we kill? Can't kill him. We can do some decent damage. Okay, 4K. Yeah. So ignoring Stone Skin, the damage is pretty decent. Without ignoring Stone Skin. What's his HP? I have to check what his HP is at because right now it's not looking the greatest. She is in, I think, a Savage build. So yeah, she hits hard. Sweet. I think she's still in Savage gear though. She's in Savage, yeah. With no Cat's Gaze, but in Savage. Oh wait, he didn't have Cat's Gaze either. He can't benefit from Cat's Gaze though. He also has 90k HP. What the heck am I doing here? What in the world's going on, my dude? He has Lightning Cage. Definitely need more HP on him though. Still don't have many accessories for Argonites, so very limited as far as what my build can become, unfortunately. What does he do? 2% they have less. Okay, increases. She's definitely hard hitting, but from your showcase, it's kind of comforting to know there are ways she can be countered. Yeah, I think she doesn't have. I think the thing that makes her not ridiculously OP is she is very squishy in the second form. And she has no preventing her death mechanics. I think preventing death and reviving stuff is some of the worst things they've added to the game. Take, for example, I can't kill him anyways, but Solinar. Solinar, I think, is broken. I think he's more broken than she is. Because, like, Enfeeble kind of just messes her up. I can switch forms and hopefully not get enfeebled here. I can also be enfeebled again, potentially. Now, she does do a lot of damage. Swap this and she hit pretty daggone hard. Just nuke it right down. But she's not in a super fast build either. She is hitting hard, though, with this build. With the, I guess, Cat's Gaze plus the Savage gear. She is hitting pretty hard. And she has pretty decent accuracy. I think I would like a build like this. Fast, good accuracy, good damage. This seems like would be a really good build. The best thing about her as well is that she has 4 hits in 1 turn. Puts, yeah, removing Mercurial and putting stuff on cooldown is insane. And stripping buffs is definitely insane. Oh, I'm healing the same number? That's really weird. What the heck? So against this team, I'll heal 52k. What does his skill say? Nothing stripped there. So it says heals all allies by amount equal to the difference between the target's current HP and max HP. Yeah, I'm not for sure then. Oh, it's 8k. 9k. Not 52k, but 8 to 9k. You're saying plus 4k HP. So I don't really know the difference is. I don't know how it text and that skill is working. Very weird. Not the first time though. I feel like we never know what Plarium does with anything really. Okay. Now this build right here is very unrealistic. Most people aren't going to run the plus 18 cats gaze on her. But it's pretty insane. It is pretty daggone insane. Plus 18 cats gaze with Savage Gear. I mean, if you have it, maybe you would run it. Okay. No worries. It's good to know that the heal makes no sense. What's happening there? I can do the provoke on him. Okay, so he's not. Well, I can't get him built that well, which is probably a big reason why he's not hitting that hard. Didn't quite kill him. She could also weak hit versus him, so something you gotta pay attention to. And she does get dropped very easily. He does destroy Nice's max HP by 10%, which is always a great thing. Destroying Nice max HP is always something I love to see. Yeah, but then he just gets dropped, no problem. Let's see here how she does. Sabriel is still in build. Reflect damage also can do a number on her. Yeah, it's true. Magma shield, all that kind of. Well, she will strip that stuff. Not right there, but she'll strip it here. We'll steal it actually, not just a strip. Just steal it. But we didn't because of Lightning Cage. So I do feel like she's very strong, but I feel like she has enough counters where she's not OP, like not game breaking insane. I say that now, but when she actually gets released, I almost want to say that Solinar is just was worse than her. I've had him solo my team in situations where there's no reason he should be soloing anything like that. It is pretty sweet that he can't do anything to her, though. See, Nice just drops her, no problem. Him and Pals who do some serious work versus max HP nukers. That's true. Make them irrelevant, right? But Life Harvest on him against Nice or Solar. That's true. Yeah, Life Harvest on him. Just reduce it. Well, you gotta kill him first, right? He hits very hard. Oh my gosh, he hits very hard whenever he's ignoring all that defense. His A2 ability, it's very strong. She ignores Unkillable in this first form. And she will also, let's see. This doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do this. Does she do 2 hits? No, she doesn't. Oh, man. Gone are the days when Taras was most feared to face. Oh, yeah. Taras is like, yeah, I would love to face a Taras right now. Taras would be amazing to face. $101K. Plenty of damage everywhere else. Not too bad. Let's see here. This is pretty good against Nice as well. The double hits, 42 and then 53. Switches forms and then triple hit into block damage into more triple hits. Oh, no, never mind. We just get kind of messed up here, actually. Not enough provoke there, unfortunately. Destroy max HP didn't look like 10% of his HP, though, to me. Either way, it's cool stuff. Extra turn, make her broken. New Mythical's A3 extra turn makes her broken. This is a very strong ability. I do think that there's a bit of RNG there. You may get unlucky and not lock out the people stuff that you want to lock out. This is very strong. This messes up Stone Skin a lot. She does shut down Stone Skin and Mercurial, like completely. And very fast build, she will be a nightmare to deal with. Though, she can still be stopped by Lightning Cage. So Lightning Cage is still super strong. Like if we go to a team with Lightning Cage, she won't strip everything from them. She does have 2 strip attempts. I don't know if he has Lightning Cage or not. I don't think or Stone Skin. I don't guess he does. We just go with this ability. She didn't strip everything. She stripped one thing. Just got here. What's going on, dude? Welcome, man. Oh, Zibia's Servitude. Haha, very cool there. Nice. To be fair, nice and insane builds is a very annoying champion to deal with. Maybe even worse to deal with than her. Actually, I think so. Yeah, I think I'd say Nice is more annoying to deal with in the second form, especially with his preventing himself from dying, his reses, his block damage, plus, and Solinar. Solinar and Nice, I think, are probably worse than she is. As far as being just kind of broken. Nice does need very high gear to do really good, but I don't know. Champs like Roglin are immune to turn meter increase, make the problem, then give paid counter to it. True. That is true. But now we got Fimo to test out, who A1 ability, chance of decreasing target's turn meter by 15%. His A2 is they have a lot of text. Nice with Arbaeus and Joan would be annoying. Nice by himself is annoying because he gets so much HP boosted from his passive. Places a increased defense buff and his shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to this champion's defense. These buffs are protected if there are any dead allies when this skill is used. Instantly activates this skill whenever an ally is killed. Instantly activating the skill will not put it on cooldown and will work even when the skill is on cooldown. Okay. And then his A3 is single target, stun. I feel like this dude's just not good. Increases the champion's defense by 3% up to 300%. Oh, sorry. 300% was going to be pretty cool. 30%. And max HP by 5% up to 50% for each stun. This just seems like a bad kit. I don't think we're even going to test him. It's a shield plus increased defense. Dude's just a brick, but barely. I mean, what kind of HP does he have at max level, I wonder? What? 17,000? Yes, I don't love it. Not even gonna look at him. There's no reason to. This will probably be the fusion epic. For A1 is a chance placing decreased attack, steals 10% of target's turn meter. That's actually pretty big. A2 is a hex and block buffs. Very good for Hydra. It's like a Ugo, but hex instead of decreased defense. Decrease the duration of all ally debuffs by 1 turn. Heals all allies by 15% of their max HP. Fills a turn meter of all allies by 20%. Pretty good as well. Allies deal 10% more damage to enemies under debuffs placed by this champion. Okay. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. This skill will not activate on duplicate copies of this champion. It's actually really good. She could actually make her way into some Trunda like top damage teams. This Hex plus the block buffs is good, depending on what team you have. But this passive makes her a potential candidate for that kind of stuff, because what you have going on is turn meter boost, which is good. You have potentially 10% damage boosting from block buffs and Hex with a Feral set on her, plus 10% more damage to enemies under debuffs placed by this champion. Maybe 20%. Protection would be generational. What do you mean? Yeah, this is sick. Yeah. The other dude was an epic champion, and this girl is like a legendary. Very, very strong champion, though. I'd say Feral for sure for her. If you're going to run her in Hydra. If you're going to run her in Hydra, Feral, if you want to try to like push max damage. But if you're just running her in general, I'd say Relentless. Relentless would be great for her. Maybe I build a budget. Like on Pack Break, she could be good for Hydra. Definitely could be. Actually, she could be perfect in a team with Lydia, because Lydia brings decreased defense and weaken. She brings Hex and block buffs, and now you bring like a strip champion of some kind. You bring in a Sabriel or whatever, you know, to steal some of those buffs, and you get a pretty free-to-play friendly team, I guess. You know, a pretty free-to-play friendly team. Nice with Arabeus, and Jen will be annoying. We'll be surprised to get more champs like Roglin that are immune to turn meter increase. So I'm trying to think here. With this champion, if you ran her in PvP and the live servers, what build would be the worst to deal with? I mean, I don't know. Probably, what would be the most meta build? Probably Mercurial with a fast Mercurial with Cat's Gaze would probably be the most meta build for her, realistically. But there we go. That's the is Live Arena still open right now? Is it still open? I think it's closed already, right? Like 30 minutes ago. Might do some Live Arena the next window on Pack Break. Maybe a I lose, I quit video. Never know. Never know. It's closed right now. Yeah, cool. But do any of you guys want to see anything specific on any of these champions? I did a Mavara video already, so I don't need to do. I'm not going to go over her again necessarily. But if any of you guys want to see anything specific on the champions, I can. How did I build her? I built her 2 ways. Yo, Jeep, what's going on, dude, man? It's good to hear. Good to hear that, dude. I built her in Savage as well as Cat's Gaze, but I also tried to build her just really fast. Just speed and damage, 425. She does good damage with the Cat's Gaze being plus 18, but she also dies very easily. I'll show you. So we'll go for the A2. We'll go with A3 first. We don't really need to do the strip. We're going to switch forms here and just go blast everybody. Okay. So she hits hard. Definitely does. Her biggest weakness is not being very, very tanky. So it's good. It is definitely good that she's able to be countered fairly easily. She does bring a crazy kit, but let's try this out real quick. Let's go for Donnie. She does lockout first and then the strip. So Donatello plus... My Crixia is not really in a spot to be doing great, really. But I'll try her out. Her and Neve. She will run through the block damage pretty quickly, though. Just something to consider. But yeah, she could be great. She's going to be a really good mythical champion. I would love to get her. I can go Crixia, doesn't really matter. Let's go Carnage. Into Siphi's not really a good idea though. But we'll go him anyways. And Theodosia. Sure. Her base attack is pretty high. I thought she would do more damage, not gonna lie. She's still good though. She's definitely very good. I do think that with her, you can't expect to build for support in the Form 1 and then do really good damage in Form 2. It's going to be decent damage, but it's not going to be insane. I mean, it's like Lazarius. If you want to build him fast, also do some damage, he can be fast and do damage, but it's not going to be insane damage. She does do pretty good, though. Good damage. She's stat hungry. She is. She's definitely difficult to build for sure. I think the Form 1 I think is definitely the more nasty form. Like, that one will be the problem for sure. There's so much control. Does she reach the new mythical? Not for sure. Let's see. Could be a lot of CC, wouldn't it? Be a lot of CC. She resisted that, I think. What build is she in right now? I'm surprised they're faster than me. Okay, yeah, they are faster. They are indeed faster than me. Let's see if she resets him, though. No Stone Skin Steel, unfortunately, there. Here we go. I don't know why she wouldn't. She should reset her because she doesn't do any resets. The new mythical, that is. Yeah, she resets it, no problem. The always critting thing against Bayek is so good. Yeah, it's 33%. It's second best. It's the best all ally aura there is. With Carnage. Well, in Arena, that is. Because Odin's is only for Void. She's definitely insane. Definitely insane. All right, let's see. Let's get it out of the test server. I think we did enough of the testing. So as far as the new champs go, I think the Fimo dude is bad. He's just a bad legendary. Nossen's good. Kosk is good. Bayard seems solid, but I wouldn't rate him too high. The Epic is really solid as well. So her with Crixia resetting her seems like a sweet combo to build around. Be very annoying, that's for sure. Oh no, definitely. The Epic is better than Fimo for sure, and possibly better than Bayard. The Epic could make it into some top Hydra teams, actually. I ain't buying nothing there. What am I even thinking? What am I even looking at? I need to push back up into Arena. Yeah, no, the Epic's sick. We'll probably be able to keep a copy of her as well during the fusion, I bet. Just an ancient shard, that's all? That's all you have for me here. That is all you got? Okay. Let's see. Can you ask how does the test server work? Basically, it's just for content creators, and they send us the champions that are coming out in the newest update, and then we go from there. Basically, we get all the champions, we get all the gear and everything we need. So, not the gear. Sorry, it is our accounts copied over to a different server with unlimited resources, or at least unlimited gems. We can purchase the resources, and then we're given the champions and the souls for those champions to use on the test server, specifically during that rotation. So like right now we have all the newest ones. We have the fusion champion, all that kind of stuff. But next rotation, we won't have the current mythicals unless we pulled them on the live servers. So that's how it works. It's open for like a few weeks, basically, depending on how much content's there. It's open for a few weeks typically, and then it closes. I need to cleanse this stuff. I need to get on it. I need to get to work. Cleanse my gear. Let's see how our CVC is going. 2.5K Spartans. Okay, 37. Cool. Yeah, that's how it works. You get Grim Forest Mythical? Not yet, I don't. You gotta take one more rotation to get him, right? Get her? But I don't have it on the test server either, if that's what you're asking. One more rotation at least, though, I think. Right? Let's see. 75. So a little ways away, that's for sure. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. What do we have? Is anybody pulling for champs right now? You guys? Hopefully the playtest on Axia proves your assumption that she's redundant. Wrong. Yeah, hopefully. I don't think most people are very excited for Anaxia, but I think Embry's came out was a little bit questioned as well. Like, is he gonna be that good? He seems good, but his kit ended up being much better than actually originally was expected to be. Her kit does seem a lot worse, though, to be fair. AoE's second form. I mean, Polara is still not used by very many people at all. But I don't know. Maybe eventually they become pretty crazy. Maybe they get buffed. Who knows? You need him. Your Lizard Faction War sucks. You're looking forward to Anaxia? Oh, okay. I was thinking. For some reason, I was thinking that Anaxia comes after Faction Wars. I'm like, well, I don't think that'll be much of a help if you need him for Faction Wars. But yeah, I mean that's true. You can use him for Faction Wars for sure. That is definitely true. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and find somebody to raid here. We finished up some of the testing of the different champions. I got a few different videos I need to get edited and worked on before the day ends. So I'm going to go give MTG Jedi a raid, and I'm going to get some things prepped for the new series. Hopefully next week starts, as well as the giveaway. The pack break account is doing really good. There'll be a video here very soon about my Lydia progress. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, you guys, hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. It should be out in the next couple hours or so. But thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. Hopefully the playtest was decent. Hopefully you guys saw something different. Maybe you're looking forward to some champions. Maybe the mythical champion is as broken, or maybe not even as broken as you expected. But either way, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. Enjoy MTG Jedi stream if you go over there. And I will see you guys tomorrow at about around the same time. Probably live arena and maybe some Chimera. Who knows? But live arena, maybe some takeovers. Either way, I'll catch you guys later on. Raid.